Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a pickup video for this wonderful box set that I picked up. Finally, this is something that I've wanted for such a long time that to have it is just like feels like an achievement almost because I've always loved the Breath of Fire series, and it's probably my favorite game series for reasons sometimes I can't explain, but it's just something that I really like. I like all the games. There's not one I don't like. It's unfortunate that Capcom decided to basically abandon the series after Dragon Quarter, which I admit wasn't a traditional Breath of Fire game, and I didn't like it as much as the others, but I thought it was okay for Capcom to experiment, and it was a different game. You could find yourself enjoying it once you learn the features of it and learn how to kind of see what they were trying to develop, see what the creators were trying to get across in the game, and it was an interesting take on the games. But so anyways, this is something that I've always wanted to get. I've owned all the other soundtracks. I sold my Breath of Fire 4 original soundtrack a while ago. I didn't sell it. I traded it for some games at the time, which I kind of regret because I wish I had it back. But the only Breath of Fire soundtrack that I haven't purchased, bought, or have owned before was the Breath of Fire 5 Dragon Quarter soundtrack. I just never got around to it. I didn't play the game a whole lot. I played it some, but I never actually beat the game. But 1 through 4, Breath of Fire 1 through 4, definitely the best games, and a great track record. I mean, they're all wonderful games, fun to play, easy to play, cool characters. But anyways, this came out, I believe, around 2006, and what's really nice about this, other than the fact that it has all the soundtracks in one box set for each of the games, but actually contains missing tracks from the soundtracks that were released. So for instance, like Breath of Fire 2, if you saw my Breath of Fire 2 soundtrack video, I mentioned that it doesn't have all the songs in there. It has some missing tracks. But this pretty much corrects all that. It puts missing tracks in from the games that weren't originally released on disc. And it's just, if you're a fan of game music, and definitely if you're a fan of Breath of Fire, this is just something that's so awesome to have, and I'm so glad I have it. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and let everybody take a look at it. It's a hefty 11-disc set, and I bought it new from a person on an online forum at the video game music database. And of course, this is something that I wanted to get for such a long time. As you can see, it's a massive collection here. It's 11 discs, and so you have Breath of Fire disc 1 and 2, Breath of Fire 2 disc 2 and 3, 3 disc 5, 6, 7, etc., etc. What's really nice is that Breath of Fire 1 had never had an official soundtrack before, so this is the first time when they released this that the original Breath of Fire game had a soundtrack, from the game, from the original Super Nintendo game. So it's really got a lot of cool things about it. So anyway, it's this huge collection here. It comes with a, let me try to open this up, I got to do this all one-handed. But it's got some artwork here. I'll put this box over here to prop it up a little bit. you can see this artwork on the Breath of Fire Complete Works art book collection. I actually have the resize edition of that. I might show that in another video, but anyway, it comes with the registration card and a special box Breath of Fire. It's in a soundtrack booklet. Kind of a neat piece of information. The company that makes a lot of Capcom's soundtracks and distributes them is a company called Soulputer. This is their logo right here. And Capcom was originally known as a company, or it was called Capsule Computer. And so they took the first two parts of the words for Capsule Computer and made it into Capcom, and then they took the last two, S-U-L-E and P-U-T-R, from the words that weren't used and made it into Soulputer, which is kind of a weird name. It's even weird to say, but that's basically where the name came from. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like Capcom's own little sound division. So you have a track listing, and of course it has liner notes and different information, developer notes, designer, stuff like that. But it's just something that's really just awesome to have. I mean, like I said, this is something that I've been looking at for such a long time, but to get it from Japan was difficult, because the shipping from Japan, I would see it on auction sites. I'd see this being sold, but then with shipping costs and everything else, it just made it way too expensive a lot of the time. Although this was pretty expensive to get anyway, but still worth it. And apparently there was this was a limited run. I read that there was only like 2,000 copies of this released, which seems like a very, very low number to me. So I don't know if that's an accurate number or not. It might be, but I could definitely say that this was a limited release, so there wasn't too many of them. So, you know, it's just something really cool to have. And another reason why I'm showing this is because I'll be uploading a lot of these songs onto my channel, so people can get a chance to listen to them. So, anyways, I guess it's a look at the Breath of Fire box set here, and this is 11 discs, and so this just goes through each of the games here, disc 1 and 2, and goes on. All the way, 11 discs in this awesome collection. So, anyways, for me it's an amazing thing to have. I bought it new. Of course I had to open it. I wasn't going to keep it sealed, but I just opened the part where I had to take out the actual discs and kept the plastic on here, the shrink wrap. So I'll definitely be keeping this. This will never be getting sold. Something I'll have for a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoy the music that I'll be uploading soon, and thanks for watching.